Well, hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. How you all doing on this Sunday, April 13th? Yeah, I just had a record store day yesterday and around the country. It was pretty crazy. Some places I saw, I got some stuff, picked up some stuff and got some stuff coming. So I'm content with what I did this year. So check out my videos on it. You'll see what kind of action I was doing. If you have anything you want to bring up, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. If you got anything, Jeff, or anybody's got anything, Jeff, you want to bring up, just shoot for it, and we'll chat for as long as you want. Uh, One of the things I wanted to talk about, this just happened today. It's just crazy. I was playing bank shot basketball, and I've been playing bank shot basketball just about since it came out. And I used to play the 2022 Celtics. So I decided, because I play them in other games, that I was going to change the project up. So I played the first game of the 1984-85 Celtics against Boston. Now here's what happened, and can't believe this. That 9 players fouled out. That is crazy bad. Crazy bad. That's never happened. Yeah, normally 1 or 2 guys might fall out of the foul in the game, but 9 of them. I just wonder if it's because of the cards on the 1984 or what. But I'm going to give that 1984 a few more plays before I judge it. That might have just been one of those days where the numbers were just against the players entirely. It's funny. Ever had anything happen like that, Jeff, in any of your games where it was just crazy? Every once in a while, something a little happens, but not crazy like that. So I'm going to be checking on it. Check the video out when it comes out. It should be out here next week, and it'll say way too many fouls or something like that. Okay, and I'm still and if anybody was watching this later, please answer the comments if you want, and go down there and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. One of the things I wanted to bring up, and I'm still thinking about this, I'm thinking of moving the Sunday times to 3 p.m. instead of 4. I really like some feedback from you on that, because if you haven't noticed in the last couple of months, the Sunday times, like 5 o'clock, 6, all this time frame in there at 4 to 7 is getting a little bit crowded. But that's all right. Anybody can move over anywhere they want to move on YouTube. I just always wanted to be where anybody that wanted to join me can join me without having to worry about missing somebody else. Yeah, I get a little bit mad when it starts off. But the one thing is, for the Celtics, Chief Parrish fouled out first, so he's the center. So then I put in Greg Kite. I moved the backup in there and he fouled out. And after he fouled out, I had to move Kevin McHale over into there, and he fouled out. And that's just nuts. And Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge, both of the guards, fouled out. The only starter that did not foul out for Boston was Larry Bird. That was kind of ironic. It's kind of crazy. You got any projects on the table right now, Jeff? Beside that, on my table now, beside that 84 Celtics project with bank shot basketball, I got yeah, well, when you say, you figure maybe the game itself is off. I've been playing it for a while, and it's not that. I like it. I've never had that happen. And I can live with 1 or 2 guys falling out, and it's happened. 1 or 2 guys have fallen out in other games, because that's not a rarity in the NBA. But 9, I don't know what the heck was the matter with that. Yeah, so I got that one. I'm going that I'm still working on. Finally got my Apple baseball going again, the 1961 Detroit replay. And I played the cards and the dice, but I used the PC replay baseball game to record the outs and hits, so it keeps track of the stats. And I got Fall Classic Baseball back on. 52 out of the 80. Nice. I don't know if I've been playing this Boston one. I'm on game 82, I think. I've been playing it for like 3 or 4 years because I shut it down in the wintertime, and I've been playing the Fall Classic baseball, the '56 Yankees, to see if Mickey Mantle can win the Triple Crown. And I'm in about game 50, and he's killing it in home runs and RBIs. He is leading in average right now, but he could be caught on there. So I think if he's going to get caught in pass, that's going to be the average, because he's really killing it in home runs. I think his card is just way too good, you know. So how is your Montreal status going? Are you in first place? They're tough to beat, huh? Okay. I don't have any hockey on the table right now. I should get something out because the hockey playoffs are coming pretty soon. So I should get something going again for a little while. Well, there's no football playing right now anyway. Uh, Basketball playoffs are about to start this coming week in the real NBA. See what's going to happen there. Being a Celtics fan, of course, I'm rooting for the Celtics. Wow, that's what 6 losses so far in 52 games. Wow, in in the game, and then they only had 7 at that point in real life. That's pretty neat. That's pretty realistic stats. Yeah, can't be asking for much better than that. That's cool. Good job. But as far as playing full seasons, I got into this Apple one and Fall Classic one. I'll and I say I'm playing the 2022 Celtics replay, but I'm only in like game 10, and I'll probably have to live to be about 90 before I finish it. So, got anything else? Anything in particular you want to bring and talk about today, Jeff? Seems like we're going to be the only ones on here today. Again. I can't remember. Do you play war board games? Oh, 34 games into the 66, 67 Celtic replay also. 34 games. Oh yeah, that's cool. Playing two seasons and going at the same time, basketball and hockey. I can't remember offhand, but my memory, and being a Celtics fan, I should be able to offhand say who the 66 Celtics were, but I'm having a lot. I'm thinking about them now. Yeah. Hi, Phoenix. How you doing? We've got multiple replays going. Also, managing one is more than enough. I couldn't have multiple. Yeah, I know that's pretty tough, and it really slows down. The only thing that it does by having the multiple like this is, like, I'll play 3 or 4 games with bank shot basketball, and then I'll switch over to another in a season. Then I'll switch over to another game in a different season and play. So it gives me a little bit more variety. I don't know if you heard Phoenix, were you on when I was just talking about what happened in my bank shot basketball game today? See if Phoenix was on when I talked about that. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to repeat that one because Russell Salmon. Oh, okay. There's the 76 or the Celtics. Yeah, okay, Phoenix. What happened today? And I've been playing bank shot basketball since it came out, but I switched over. I took the 20. I switched. I had the project going with the 2022 Celtics, and I said, no, I got them playing in too many. This phone's answering me now. I got them playing in too many projects, so I'm going to switch over to the 1984-85 Celtics. So I played game one against Detroit, and I finished it today. I got the video of it. I'm going to run out there. And this was absolutely crazy. 9 guys fouled out in that game. And I've been playing this the whole time. This has never happened like this. It's never been that bad. I mean, 1 or 2 guys a game, I can live with that. But 9 guys, I don't know. And I was just switching over to the 1984. I'm wondering, is there something I have to do between, I got to check into if the seasons are affecting it or what's going on. Yeah, I know that's nuts, Phoenix. I'm gonna be playing. That's the first game in that season 2, so I'm going to be playing a couple more games to see if the 84 is like this, because this has not happened with the 2022-2023 season at all. That's me, and if it continues and I want to continue playing it, I'll probably put a house rule in and say, okay, maximum 2 guys per team or something like that, because that is nuts. I can't live with that, or else I'll just go back to the 2022 and see if that happens again. But that was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Just played Magnificent Style the other day. Pickett did better than me. Yeah, you know what? You mentioned that last month, and I've been thinking about bringing it out, putting it on the table, and I haven't got to it yet. And that's a nice game. That's the play. That's a nice, easy one. Not easy, but challenges your mind. I have never made it up to the. I made it up to the wall once in one of the sections, but other than that, I have not done very well with it either. A good game though. I don't know. Have you been watching the war board game reviews I've been putting out, Jeff, and you guys? I got number 4 in development right now. Number 2 and number 3 were total U.S. Civil War games, and then number 4, I'm out of the Civil War. I'm doing other ones right now. I think this was probably going to end like about 5 or early into 6. Maybe I'll just be a big one and end at 5. That was a project that was asked by one of the subscribers for me to do a quick review of all of the board games, war board games that I've played and that I own. So, yeah, I've been trying to do the reviews at a different time other than on Sundays, because like I was just talking a little while ago too, I'm thinking of maybe moving my Sunday time stuff from 4 to 3 o'clock, because there's a lot of other neat stuff going on in other channels now that in the 4 to 7 o'clock time frame is getting a little bit busy out here, and I like to see others, and I know other people want to check in with me, and then want to see others too. So thinking about moving it, but it'll probably be next month when I do. I'll stick with, like I say, I got the end of the month scheduled up there for 4 o'clock, and that's what it'll, at least for this month. So I've been putting those ones out during the week. I might put the next one out at night sometime. You got anything, Phoenix, they would like to talk about, bring up? I'm still on break from my replay streaming, but I'm planning to break it with my 1985 season recap and reveal show next week. Okay, cool. Well, try to catch it so I can get caught up on what you're doing there too. Masters is in extra holes with Rice and yeah, I saw the headline just before I came on about that. Uh, it's always kind of neat when they go into extra. Yes, I don't have a lot of other pressing things. Had a nice weekend with Record Store Day around the country. It was funny how the weather was. It was beautiful here in Southern California for once. But then I was checking in on some other Record Store Day events, like one in New Jersey. It was snowing at 5 o'clock in the morning. And in another place, it was raining. The people were in line in the rain. May have to pull out the ASG golf later. I have ASG, but to me, that one just takes me too long to play. So if I do any bit of golf, I really do like History Maker golf, and I've been wanting to break that one back out again too. I did a tournament last year with it. I was hoping to do another one, but honestly, I keep forgetting about things. Like the other thing I want to bring. I've been trying to learn that multi-man publishing is a game. Hood Strikes North. I've been reading and watching the videos and reading and watching the videos, but this one's not sinking in yet, so I haven't had it up on the table as far as the maps and that. Maybe that'll help if I put it up on the table and have some maps. Uh, Good for Rory. But I do want to get Purple Haze down off the shelf. It's up there, and get that one going soon. We'll get it on the table and learn it. It's a solo game. Looks like a lot of fun. I waited a long time on the Kickstarter for it, and then it's just sitting here. But that's just sitting here with a lot of other things that are just sitting here. So I really put a screech onto my board game buying. I still got too many of them on order. I got 9 board games still on order, either on Kickstarter or GMT's P500. I'm really waiting for the uh, Guadalcanal game from this David Thompson. It's on DVG. That's one of the Valiant series games. I'm really waiting for that one to come out. I like the Valiant series. I only have one game by at Pablo's house, and I really liked it. And I've been tempted several times to buy one of the other ones in it, but like I said, I'm trying to curb things. So I had that one out on Kickstarter for David's Guadalcanal, so I'll just hold off on it for that one for a while. Yeah. What subjects? What can we talk about? Okay, so what was going on in that basketball game is what do either one of you think about putting house rules in games? I personally don't like to put them in there if it's going to alter like break the mechanics of the game or something. But I will put them in there if I'm enjoying the game, but there's just something that's really bugging me. Sherman nor Corsair, but I haven't played either one of those in a long time. Hey, William. Hi, William K. How you doing? Corsair Leader. Yeah, I should break that one back out again. It was so long, I think I quit on it a little bit early because I have quite a bit of the Leader series. But when Corsair came out, it was like one of the first ones that incorporated dive dogfights between the aircraft, and I had a real heck of a time understanding the mechanics of that. And then I watched about 3 or 4 videos on it, and every video, the guys were doing something different. So I really didn't know what it was. So I think I eventually just put it away, So I probably should try that one again. Sherman Leader, I haven't had out in ages. I'd have to restudy that whole thing again. But it sounds like you're a Leader fan also. I think my favorite Leader game is Phantom Leader Deluxe. Second, I like B-17. What's the official name? Flying Fortress Leader. Then I might say something like Nimitz. Oh, yeah, Thunderbolt Apache Leader is pretty cool too. Just going to try to play by the rules. Apple Hockey, I modified a bunch of stuff that Dave Gardner suggested. Yeah, Dave comes up with some good ideas on the games in that. I try to stick by the rules too. It's a little crazy, but sometimes, like when I'm playing solo, and it'll say, okay, if this team has this characteristic and this other, they can fast break and the other one can't. So sometimes I even up the fast breaks a little bit. I think I have one like that in, I can't remember what the rule is, but it's in replay basketball. I think I have the fast breaks tempered some. Okay. William, we're just talking about any subject. If you got anything else if you got anything you want to bring up, please do so. Right now we were just talking about putting house rules in the games, whether it was good for them or not, or whether you like them or not. I do them, but I try to keep them moderate or down. Yeah, but I still think Kappa hockey plays okay. Even though the NHL, a lot of things have changed, but I think it plays okay. I haven't played it now in a while. Some people may think that I don't play it because I haven't had it on the table for a while. This year I've been kind of just hockey bones and inside the crease for my hockey. Yeah, I probably did. I was just thinking. I was trying to remember. I have one of my games. I have it in the roll. It might not be replay. And the game I was playing today, the fast breaks. It was the cards or something. It's the fast breaks. It seemed like every rebound the guys were going on a fast break, and I see that happening in the NBA at times. But I've never seen anything that's crazy as the fouls I encountered today. Yeah, Jeff, I do too. I don't like to have to call the stealing and then check the arm and then check the pitcher's hole rating and check the speed. If it's there and it'll something to steal, I'm going to go for it. But unless it's a really close game and I'm in a tournament, say I'm in a tournament with the Chicago White Sox and they're down by 1 or they're tied and it's the 8th inning and Luis Aparicio's on first, then I will go, even though it's not on the card, because I can't remember what game it would be. I will try to put up season ticket. I'll go for the steal because he's a 5, and that's what would happen in real life too. Yeah, I don't run the normal guys either. And most of the normal guys don't try to steal, and even in real life baseball. just like to put the brakes on so I don't run myself out of an inning. Yeah, I don't. You'll if you watch how many games, you're not going to see me stealing too much. You know, not going to see me stealing too much. If I steal once a game, it's probably a lot. Yeah, if I average once a game, it's probably a lot. Yeah, replay baseball. I was thinking about breaking that out this week too because I haven't had that on the table for a while, and it is baseball season, and I do like replay baseball. I've had that for quite a while. I can't even remember what my project is on that one right now. I could probably bring it back up real quick and we'll take a look at it. The So I have a project going for just about every one of my games. Oh, okay. On replay baseball, I got the all franchise team tournament going on. See what I am doing in that replay basketball. Replay basketball, I got an 85-86 tournament going on. That one I do not remember. I do not remember replay football. I got some football games that are older and that are pretty old, and they never get played. They probably open up the box of things that probably falling apart. I don't know. Second season comes out of play. I don't know if Keith Avalon had anything to do with the converting replay. Just trying to look at my basketball stuff I got going on. Boy, Stratomatic basketball I have not played in ages either. I should give that some table time. I got a 2009 Boston replay. Looks like on that one. And 4th Street basketball is one that I like to play. It just seems like that one takes a long time. I don't know if that's my imagination or not on that. Oh yeah, William, I think that you're right, and I think that it was sold through Replay to help Keith get that thing established and going. Well, I think that might have been towards the early years of the Play Games company going. I think you're right on that. So I'll have to take a look. I probably got most of the stuff because there's a lot of stuff, free stuff on Play Games up on Keith's site for all of his games. I have not tried. I've had the urge, but I'm really not sure I want to go. Has anybody played Keith's basketball game, hoops basketball? Because I'm not sure. I haven't played. I haven't. I've looked at it several times, but I haven't really had the urge to pull the plug for it because I just don't know if the like when we play his baseball games, we have qualities built in. We have qualities built in football, and I'm not really. I'm going to have to watch more videos on the basketball one to make sure it'll be smooth because I like smooth playing basketball games. Yeah, Apple basketball. That's probably why they did away with it, and that's probably some. There's quite a few roles in Apple football too, but I can convert it by using what I play it solo, but I roll a whole bunch of dice at the beginning, and I use the uh, I don't like where you say, okay, you got to call the plays for the offense and then you got to call the plays for defense. I use a chart from second season that was recommended by one of the Apple players. It's a second season chart, and I roll dice, and it gives me the offensive play and the defensive play for each time. And I like that a lot better, so I don't have to call them. But in fact, if I had to call them, I probably wouldn't uh, play it. Status Pro basketball so I could get the 71. I like Status Pro basketball. I don't. I have the original. I forget what season this is in the box, but I also have Phil Graham's version. Phil got approval from Sports Illustrated years ago to revamp and do it, and he did it, and he put out a bunch of seasons. And I have quite a few of his seasons, and I do play his basketball, but I haven't broke the one out of the box out. Yeah, I know they don't. Sometimes I don't. I think they don't like the Celtics or the Detroit Tigers, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Status Pro is solid. The Phil Graham version is real solid too. Phil did a really good job with that, and when he got the rights to for Sports Illustrated Superstar Baseball, and he redid that, and I hated to see when he retired because every year he used to update the set of baseball cards. So we would get new players, new sets. But, he was a very kind gentleman because when he retired, he put out all of his cards in a file of the public domain. And so now the league that I've been playing in this league now for on and off for 40 years, and we have 5 owners now. And when we're going to do a draft at the end of this month for next season, we got like 2,000 to 3,000 players that we can draft from. Yeah, you're probably right on Jeff. It's a business decision most of the time. I was just joking when I said that they don't like the Celtics or the Tigers, but most of the decisions like that, it's a business decision. If you're in the city that's going to sell you 10 times as many Boston cards as it is, I mean Boston cards than it is Chicago cards, you're going to go with Boston. You know. And plus, then the other one I want to break. Wait a minute. No, I never have, Bill William. I've never seen the Status Pro for Phil on Delphi. If it's out there, just going out there to Delphi, the guys aren't hiding it any of the stuff. If he did, yeah, come back and let me know. But I've got plenty of seasons on him. I'm just going to look and see what I got for seasons real quick while you guys are bringing up some good stuff subjects to talk about. Yeah, the for Phil, Yes, for it's sport. It's called Sports Illustrated Superstar Baseball. There's another gentleman that owns the rights to Superstar, but it's not the same thing. And it is up there, and it's out there for all of the files. And if you can't find it or want it, just let me know. Hit me up with an email. Send me an email, and I'll send you a copy because it's just a PDF, and send it to you. No problem. And just his basketball games, I got the all franchise teams. I got from the 1959-60 season, I got an 8-team set. From the 60-61, 8-team set. Same for 64, 65, 66. I got all kinds of 2007, 2012. I got, whoa. Yeah. If you can't find it, you guys can't find it, just let me know. Just hit me with an email. I'll send it to you. It's a you release it to public domain, so we're not going to get into any trouble with sharing it. And we still use those cards now. It's pretty cool. We got 3 players here that live right around me, and we have one in Temecula, California that doesn't make it all that much. But we have our newest owner, who is in charge of 4 teams, lives in Tennessee, and we're in California. And he plays on Discord once a week. We used to play. He comes up on Discord. He had printed his cards out, and we can see his cards and his dice. He sees our cards and dice, and it works just fine. He saw one of my Superstar Baseball videos where I was actually recruiting, and he came on board. A good player too. I mean, a very knowledgeable baseball guy. Yeah, no, I've seen the base 10 on eBay. No, and I never went to base 10 because I got so used to base 8 that I just didn't go to it. It's probably a lot easier because every time I'm base 8, I got to do the adding. 8 turns, the next one turns into 1. There's no 9s and 10s, so I got to remember that every time I have to do that. And I don't think you have to in base 10 if I'm thinking correctly. When I retire, I'll hit you up on joining. Feel free, William. Let me know. We're right now we're in. We got 2 matches this week. The ALCS is set. Chicago, the Chicago owner, the other guy in Victorville here owns the Chicago. Tomorrow we play the NLCS. He was going to play Chicago, and it's Pittsburgh and Atlanta, and both of them are my teams. So I just play one. He plays the other one. He's going to play Atlanta tomorrow. I'm going to play Pittsburgh. Then the winner's going to face the White Sox in the World Series on Thursday, and then season 25 will be over. Oh yeah, if you're a teacher, yeah, going to school and teaching all day, and then coming home and doing. I would think you have to do a lot of work at home, preparing your lesson plans and stuff like that. It's like my son lives down in Temecula, and he doesn't get up that much. He's full time, and he lives in Temecula. He works in San Diego, so he doesn't come up very much at all. Play, but he does participate in the drafts and everything. What do you teach, William? Math and sciences. All right. I was always fairly good in math. In sciences, I was probably average. A lot of it was my laziness. Currently on math. Okay. It's funny, I can remember one of the things that came into play later in life when I was a sophomore in high school and we were taking geometry. And I was going, what am I ever going to do with geometry when I get out of here? So, I went into the Air Force and I became an air traffic controller. And then after I was in for, I don't know, I'm trying to think how long, maybe 10 years, they sent me to what's called TERP school. That's where the guys develop all the things for instrument approaches into airfield in the airports. And when you know it, the development required me to do a lot of the geometry. I thought, okay, so I guess I learned it for a reason. Just retired from teaching math for 42 years, 3 years ago. Wow. Currently able to do a lot of gaming. Yeah, that's as nice. I can too. And I'm fortunate that the way my house is set up. I'm fortunate. I live by myself now, but the way you guys probably saw it when I have those videos out on my collections and where I record. And I got, big tables or big table and small tables where I can leave stuff up. And that's, and I don't have no animals or anything. Well, I never made the correlation, but you're probably right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. The love of stats. And when I'm keeping stats manually, it's still that doesn't bother me at all. Adding all subtracting. I like all of the nice stuff. So, like when I do basketball, when I'm doing a like bank strap basketball, I have an Excel sheet set up for the Celtics. So, but I have to go in every game and enter the game played, add the number of points in, and then it adds up all of the points per game, assists per game, and stuff like that. That's such a great tool, Excel, and I don't know probably 20% of what can be done on it. Yeah, and when we do our draft, we have a couple lists. We have a master list of players on Microsoft Word, but we also have we're building a file. It's in Excel. It's the pitchers and batters. And it's got all the tabs along the bottom are by position. Then the players and all their data from superstars entered into there, and they're in the and we by the hitters we sort by average, and the pitchers we sort by ERA, and then we use that one during the draft. And the guy takes one, we just click it off, and it shows it. Really helps with the draft without having. I always build a lot of other little things that I think maybe sometimes makes life more difficult for me during the draft. Beside that, yeah, Excel is pretty cool. I always kept saying I was going to take more time to learn how to do more things with it, and I never did. Haven't heard Phoenix for a while. He must have jumped on and jumped off, but that was nice to see him. If he did jump off. My phone buzzing down there. I wonder what was going on. Not much. Anyway, give me some feedback. What you think about how will it affect you guys if I move this till and starting in May, move it till 3 o'clock instead of 4. I played. I have pay dirt, and I don't have the bull bomb, but I have the other one. I can't remember what it is right now. Oh, you help them make those. Oh, that's pretty cool. Them are some of the old ones that I keep. I don't play too much with because they're getting to be like antiques. But like I said, about moving this time up on Saturday, Sundays till 3 o'clock, so everybody can make the other programs that are going on. Also, just let me know. Put your stuff in the remarks if you're watching this later and you're not on with us now. Let me know. I'm more than willing to talk about anything else, guys. If you got something else, if not, I'll wait a couple more minutes while you think about it, and then if not, we'll just shut it down. I do appreciate you guys, Jeff and William, coming on with me today and chatting for a long time. I was getting a little bit concerned the last couple of things I've done live. Nobody's come up on, or maybe one person's come up on. You know, if you're a board gamer, war board gamer, number 4 on the board game reviews probably come out by the end of next week. I always put out a post notice when that's going to come out so that people can either see it when it happens or else as a matter. Yeah, I know Artie comes on. I like watching Artie's show. I think Dave Bumgarner's been coming on like at 5 o'clock, and I think that Kurt Berglund's come in on Sunday nights and also. So maybe it'll help. Any favorite games? Oh, I have a real hard time with favorite games because I have so many of them that I like, in to differentiate which is I like them one better than the other because they all have something. Is that Kurt's? What does he call that? The second store sale tonight? Secondary store. Yeah, so about every game has something different. Like replay baseball, doing this, and I like this about this one. And then I got seasons ticket baseball. I like this about that. So they all kind of seem to balance off. Yeah, I might go over there and take a check. I haven't bought anything from Kurt in quite a while. He's been. I've been playing. If you probably saw it, I played some Pine Tar baseball last month. Kurt's been playing some recently. He was involved in creating one of the sets that I got a while back. He was helping the guy out. I forget what the guy's name was. The other guy was ill or something, and Kurt was helping him with the creation at that time. Then I got an app of baseball. I just broke that out, and it's going to help. I go up to the Vegas tournament every year in July. We used to have one in Southern California too, and that one went away. But the Vegas one, I've been going up there for about, I don't know, 5-6 years now. And in July, we go up there, and there's normally anywhere from, I'd say, 16 to 26, 25 players up there for the 3 or 4 days. We play 12 games. Then the top 8 teams made it to the playoffs, and then you get to go into playoffs. It's a lot of fun. I brought 2 trophies home, but both second place trophies. So I call me the Vegas the last loser, because you get the second place trophy. That means you lost the last game of this. And Chris White does a real good job. He's the director up there for it, and every year he changes up the qualifications. And this year I answer really quickly when they did. I'm going to be bringing the 61 Detroit Tigers up there. I won second place the one year with the 84 Tigers, and I forget who I won with it, but there haven't always been Tiger teams because sometimes, when he puts the qualifications in, sometimes they just don't want to bring it out that bad. Sometimes he'll put one season we had to have a losing record. That was a lot of fun, but a lot of low scoring games. Offhand, what time does Kurt come on, William? I could go over there and look. No problem. Six, okay. 8 Central. All right, so that must be 6 Pacific then. That's where I'm at, Pacific. Cool. Yeah, Artie's on now then, if he comes on at 7:30 Eastern. Okay. Well, you guys have been on, we've been on for quite a long time now, so I'm thinking we'll wrap it up. And I really appreciate your support, and I really appreciate you coming on and having a good chat with me today and with each other. So watch for me to come on live again. Oh, I'm near Modesto. Okay, in NorCal. I'm in South Cal, Victorville. Modesto's not that far of a drive. I used to go up through Modesto all the time when I was going to Sacramento. Enjoy, you guys. Have a good time. Thank you very much. SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.